battles in the trenches. No one ever took you closer to the game than NFL Films.
They're killing me, Whitey. They're killing me.
The NFL Films Treasure Chest, Saturday, April 22nd at 9, only on ESPN Classic.
Grab.
This is ESPN Classic.
It's been a while since the Dolphins excited people. Grant with a double clutch and came up way short.
He forced that shot. The shot was not there. Little force.
I was in Jacksonville during the days of Artis, Gilmore, Pembroke, Burroughs, and all those guys when they went to the championship game.
They averaged over 100 points a game that year.
They were awesome.
Indiana known for their motion.
Smart. And this kid can shoot. He had 31 against Ohio State.
Didn't have a good game in their last game against Michigan State. He's got the great legs. He's been a little bit up and down, but I expect that from a junior college player.
It's 8-6. Michigan with the lead. Rice from long range. Kept alive inside by Hughes, and Rice gets it back.
I think for Michigan to win, they need 20 points out of this guy from the baseline.
Grant misses. Alford with a long rebound.
They need 20 points and about 9 rebounds out of Glenn Rice if they're going to get a W out of this arena tonight.
When will Alford get his first shot? We're 5 minutes into the game. And we've got a jump ball situation. Great job by Hughes to tie up Darryl Thomas, and the possession arrow will give the ball to Michigan.
He wants to foul right now. He's letting him know he feels they're grabbing, they're holding. He's working the officials. Typical Bob Knight on the sideline. He's at his best.
Said Hughes was grabbing at the arms. It's an 8-6 Michigan lead. Got a foul inside.
Are you okay?
Check who gets it. It's Hughes.
You couldn't give me all the money in the world to blow a whistle and to want to officiate with Mr. Knight sitting on that sideline. Would you, Mike? Thompson against Smart. Smart's got great quickness.
Alford, good job inside.
Nice pass. Oh, what a tremendous speed. A little two-man basketball. Alford and Thomas.
Alford looking for a shot and just slipped it to him.
Watch Alford draw the defense to him. Here comes Steve Alford. He spins. He whirls, just like he did in high school. There's the little handoff. He looked like a quarterback, a little Testaverde down inside. Thomas went to the same high school as a guy by the name of Isaiah Thomas, one of the greats in the NBA.
Free throw is no good, but Indiana keeps it alive, and now Jobert. Last foul, by the way, was on Rice. It was his first. Thompson, bad pass. Michigan got a break as Grant comes down with it, leaned into a foul and gets it on Ricky Callaway.
Offensively, the efficiency right now, Mike, hasn't been very, very good. We haven't seen the real good ball movement, the good execution, the screens for the high percentage shot. It's like a feeling out process, it seems to me, going on there like in a boxing match.
Grant will go to the free throw line.
Gary Grant's right below the upper echelon of guards. I put him right below those great guards out there like Alford, like Kenny Smith at North Carolina. I just believe he's got to be a little bit more consistent with his performance to rank and to rate with the what I call A-plus guards. I give him an A.
He's got a year and a half to go.
Here's a little man-to-man defense right now by Michigan. Watch it. There's a little back screen. See how they try to give help off the ball. There's pressure on the ball. The other side's going to give help.
Alford just has a tough time getting his shot against defense like that. He's got to work around screens a little more.
They're not laying the screen for Alford like they normally do to get him free.
Grant working with Jobert, and now Hughes, another long-range jumper, and he'll hit this one.
They're going to make him shoot that jump shot. Dean Garrett's playing way in the lane. They're going to make Hughes, who hasn't been a bona fide scorer, shoot the ball.
He has his first two. Alford, nice move, but he had it knocked away from behind. 3-on-1 break. Jobert to Thompson.
That's
and it's 14-8 Michigan.
That's a clinic in how to run the transition game. Giving the ball up to the middle of the floor and cutting without the basketball. As I talked about earlier on the show, Mike, Alford is not as effective with the dribble as he is with moving without the ball.
He threw that one away. Great pass by Jobert.
Timeout, Bobby.
Grant will score.
Bobby better get a TO, a timeout.
It's 16-8 Michigan at the 13-minute mark. 8 straight points for the Wolverines.
Off their defense also.
And the foul will be on Grant for blocking. That's his second, and it gets Bill Frieder up.
Frieder's having a tirade on the sideline. He was a nervous wreck with us before the game. He was a riot, wasn't he, Mike? He's already talking about, I got Michigan State, I got Syracuse on Sunday. I said, that's why you make those mega bucks, Bill. Big Bill.
And now he's told to move back toward his own bench area. Indiana with 7 turnovers in the first 7 minutes.
That's not typical of Indiana basketball.
Alford gets his first shot. No roll, but the follow is good by Thomas.
Nobody blocks out, and that's a no-no. No one gets a piece of Thomas. Whenever you're on the help side, you got to go find your man, lay your body on him, and then go after the ball.
Darryl Thomas has 6 of Indiana's 10 points. The Hoosiers down by 6. Thompson passed up a 3-pointer. Jobert will take one from 2.
Jobert with the wide-open jump shot. Indiana's got to find Alford coming off some screens. He's not as effective, as I said, off the dribble move. Look at Grant really playing him
Grant took it away from him again, and then he threw it away, trying to hit Thompson ahead of the pack. And Alford just having a tough time with the defense of Gary Grant.
Grant's got super quick hands. Watch Grant right now. There he is. He comes over the screen. Look at those hands. I mean, he just picks his pocket like a guy in New York Times Square. And then he throws the ball away.
Tell you what, Grant has to do it tonight on both ends of the court, matched up against Alford. Alford driving again. Doesn't get that shot. He is a better outside jump shooter than he is a penetrator.
He's shooting over 50% from three-point land.
Thompson for 3 won't go. Smart got his hands on the rebound and controls.
What a great story. Keith Smart coming out of high school. He was 5'2", senior.
Thomas turns it over.
This is not Indiana basketball. They're not getting the kind of screens, ball movement.
Bob Knight had his head buried in his hands, and no wonder his club is down by 8.
Call now for your free John Deere video. You'll see the full line of Deere lawn and garden tractors. The power, the attachments, the ruggedness for the long haul. Best of all, you'll find a John Deere sized for every lawn and every wallet. So, get it in gear. Call now for your free video and see why nothing runs like a Deere.
You can get this hair loss research update free by calling 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now.
I love my hair, and I can't believe how simple the process is. It's quick, it's easy, it's painless, there's no surgery. And what I love about it is I can do whatever I want every day. I can go swimming, I can play sports. It's very low maintenance. You won't believe it until you try it yourself.
You can get this hair loss research update free by calling 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now.
Call today to get your free Arkansas Vacation Planning Kit.
Do you want to know when the games begin? Tune to ESPN Now, available only on cable, for a complete guide to all sports on television. You get continuously updated schedule information so you know exactly what's on when. Plus, get live sports headlines from ESPN.com and the Go Network. If you want to know what the latest sports news is and where the games are, the place to be is ESPN Now. ESPN Now. It's where sports fans go first for sports. To get ESPN Now, call your cable company.
This is ESPN Classic.
Right now, we're gonna see the defensive play by Gary Grant. He's been all over the court, the Secretary of Defense. Here he is matched up on the All-American Alford. Alford with the great head fake. Grant with the quick hands pops the ball loose. Now watch Thompson and Jobert. He gets the ball to Jobert, and Jobert with the great look, a little give and go to guard Thompson. One of the keys in that running game is to give the ball up and to cut without the ball.
Grant comes up against Smart. This is Rice. Back to Grant. Hughes with a left hand.
Hey, Hughes is saying, I want some respect right now, Mr. Garrett. You better try to check me because I'm going to take the ball to the goal.
Hughes has 4. Right now, Steve Alford has been shut out. He is the Washington Redskins offense against the New York Giant defense of Gary Grant.
I told you to keep those Redskins home. You didn't want to listen to me.
Offensive foul on Alford.
Grant was so fired up before the game. He told me, I love a challenge like this. There's the offensive foul. Steve Alford, as a spin move, leans right into Grant, who had good defensive position. Indiana only shooting 38%. That's not typical of Indiana basketball. Michigan shooting 47%.
Neither coach has gone to his bench. We have 10 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the first half.
See, they're getting some good basketball out of Hughes right now, something they haven't had. A nice pass by Hughes.
Hughes got it inside. May have been partially blocked as Rice tossed up an air ball.
Alford's got to give the ball up and cut without it. He's got to get himself free for his jump shot.
Now the first substitution is in there for Indiana. Steve Isle, number 32, to Callaway. Boy, Michigan playing some great defense. Callaway hits that one, even against tough defense by guard Thompson.
He was one of my diaper dandies last year as one of the best freshmen in America, along with Tom Hammonds from out of Georgia Tech and Purvis Ellison. I really like Callaway. He's an exceptionally quick wing player.
20-12, Michigan.
Notice Hughes right now up at the top, number 55. Thomas matched up on him now with Garrett on the sideline.
And we've got a reach-in foul on Keith Smart. That'll be number 2 on Keith Smart. And the 4th team foul against Indiana.
Second personal, 4th team foul.
20-12 with 9:57 to go first half. Michigan with the lead. They've outplayed Indiana here in the first 10 minutes of the opening half. Thompson, great pass to Hughes, but he lost control. Jobert gets it back. Boy, you just knew it was going in. That's the way they're playing right now.
Antoine Joubert made an intelligent move. He was thinking about drive, but saw the open 12-footer and shot the rainbow jumper.
The senior from Detroit has 4.
Now see,
Callaway looked inside and backed out.
Isle number 32 is an excellent screener. He'll come in and set some screens to get Alford free.
Callaway banked it home.
You gotta like that kid from out of Cincinnati, Ricky Callaway.
It's his 4th point. He averages 14.9 a game. Traveled, no bucket.
He did take the extra step. Excellent job by Smart, fighting to get over the top of the screen.
Bob Knight talking to Steve Alford, telling him what he wants.
See, they're Smart. He fights to get over the screen, and then he takes the little NBA shuffle move. If you were in the NBA now, Mike, they would have counted it.
Steve Alford, no points right now. He does have 2 rebounds, and that's it.
Remember, we had him against Louisville. He didn't score for the first 17 minutes of the game.
Right. The only real shot he hit was the 3-pointer just before the end of the half, and then he tore it up in the second half.
And he was quiet against Ohio State in the first half, but then when the game was on the line, he's such a clutch player. He usually comes up with the big play.
Got behind the screen there. Smart didn't get him the ball in time, or did he? Yes, he did.
See, he's got to use the screen. He was trying earlier in the game to make shots off his dribble move, and that's not his style. That's the style of Gary Grant.
Grant got caught up in that 2-man screen. Here's Jobert baseline jumper.
Antoine, the judge. Last year he was so heavy, he was the judge and the jury.
6 points for Jobert. It's 24-17.
He's lost some weight. He's trimmed down.
Indiana getting a little bit more aggressive on offense. Smart got caught up in the air, got the ball back somehow.
Oh, what a great reverse move.
What a pretty play by Keith Smart.
Little Barishnikov in shorts. What a ballerina act.
He has 4, and it's 24-19.
Indiana starting to play a little bit more typical Indiana basketball, and there's another example.
Oh, that's a big one. That is 3 on Gary Grant. With 7:55 to go in the half, Gary Grant has picked up his 3rd personal foul, and Bill Frieder has to go to his bench.
7
This weekend, Enterprise Rent-A-Car announces special low rates from just $9.99 a day. Friday till Monday from just $9.99 a day. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
1-800-RENT-A-CAR. Busy morning? We've got you covered. Burger King has delicious new pancake minis. Light buttermilk silver dollar pancakes with rich syrup so you can dip them and eat them on the go. Just 99 cents for a limited time. Only at Burger King.
Well, here's your new town.
Up ahead's the high school, Jimmy. 100% of the graduating class go on to Ivy League schools. And there's the baseball coach and the guidance counselor.
Hi, Coach Torrey. Dr. Brothers.
Hey, hi, Tom. And here's your new home.
It's beautiful.
By the way, remember I said it was 2 acres? Actually, it's 3. They added 1 for you.
Oh, hey, neighbor. Just dropping off a little roast chicken with white truffle sauce. 2 minutes in the oven and bam, it's done.
Thanks, Emerald.
They put in a pool before they left?
We can take it out if it's a problem.
Oh.
Hello. Hi, neighbor. Just brought you this potted viola.
Whoa. Cal Ripken.
If finding the right home were like this, can Jimmy come out and play catch? You wouldn't need Century 21. Real estate for the real world. To find the right home in the neighborhood that's right for you, visit our website at century21.com.
I'm talking about you being able to go out and achieve what you want to be able to achieve.
The leadership qualities that the people have here just go beyond what you'd expect for college students.
It's more than just leadership in athletics. I mean, I'm sure you take leadership wherever you go.
Because when it really comes down to it, the NCAA is all about us.
Tomorrow night, ESPN Classic presents another action-packed real classic.
Holy cow!
It's Roogie's Bum, a cinematic thriller about a boy, his dog, and a dream.
You're gonna be a real Dodger.
See what evil fate awaits legendary Dodger Roy Campanella. Now with hair-raising special effects. It's real classics. It's Roogie's Bum. Tomorrow night at 9, only on ESPN Classic.
This is ESPN Classic.
There's our score with 7:55 to go. When Steve Alford came in the ballgame, he said his value is as a screener.
Well, you watch the screen he lays right here, number 32. I mean, he just jumps in front of Gary Grant. Look at Alford pleading for the ball. He says, get it to me. What a stationary shooter. That is where he's at his best. Now look at Keith Smart right here. Here comes the kid from Baton Rouge. He hangs. He tries to drop it down to Thomas. The ball's deflected. Now tell me this isn't acrobatic and this isn't athletic ability. Look at that 42-inch vertical jump. Hey, he looked a little bit like a guy that's doing it with the Chicago Bulls by the name of Michael Jordan.
Air Smart. I don't know if it has the right ring to it, but why not? Bob Knight, and the sweater is coming up. There's not a fashion statement, I don't believe.
We look at turnovers right now. Indiana with 10 versus only 4 for Michigan. It's usually reversed, where Indiana usually has a 2-to-1 ratio the other way against its opposition.
24-19. Alford got caught up in the air. Good defense that time by Kramer, who's in on top of him.
Michigan likes to double team along the baseline.
Blocking foul. Callaway may have gotten away with one as Griffin into the ballgame picks up his first personal.
Here comes a one-on-one move right here. Thomas trying to. Well, that's a block. He definitely did not have both feet planted and was not stationary facing the offensive player.
Interesting. We had Michigan last Monday night against Purdue. Kramer came in the ballgame. Instead of wearing number 24, he was wearing 34 with no name on it. I asked him before this game, I said, what happened to your old uniform? He says, somebody stole it. So I've got number 34 with no name the rest of the season when we're on the road.
He becomes no name.
That's right. Callaway hits the first. He'll get another. It's 24-20.
When he suffered that knee injury earlier in the year, I thought it was really over for Indiana and any dreams of chasing the national championship. But with a healthy Ricky Callaway and any kind of productivity out of Dean Garrett and their defense and with the general on the sideline, I really believe they're one of my 4 clubs to be down there in Bourbon Street.
You'd hate to pick against them. 24-21. And through the hands of J.P. Oosterbaan, the redshirt freshman out of Kalamazoo.
He has the flu, and he was not even supposed to dress here tonight. He's coming in trying to give him some space, some size inside.
Smart hustling it down.
Smart is so quick with the ball. He's getting better and better with each game as he gets more experience playing big-time college basketball.
Bodies going down all over the place. Smart gets it to Thomas. And Indiana, as poorly as they played here, are within one.
They're getting some play inside out of Darryl Thomas. We didn't see Thomas at all. He was missing in action against Louisville, but the big, strong inside power player is effective here tonight.
Off-balance shot by Joubert.
Antoine Joubert putting a little dazzling offensive show here in the first half.
He has 8, and Michigan regains that 3-point lead. Alford for 3.
Just a matter of time.
And a foul. Kramer got him after the shot, and it's a 1-and-1 for Alford. This could be a 5-pointer.
Watch this right now. Here comes Smart. Now watch this right here. There comes the screen. What a great screen by Callaway. Notice that both baskets, and there's the foul right after the shot. Notice both baskets, Mike, that have been scored by Alford have been stationary jump shots without a dribble. Look at that free throw percentage.
And, of course, he missed his first 2 shots. Those were drives in the lane. That's not his shot. You just showed you his shot.
People want to know why he's shooting a 1-on-1. It's because the foul took place after the release of the jump shot. So this is a 5-point play, as you alluded to.
And you can count him when he goes to the free throw line. It's 28-26 with a 5-point play. Indiana's taking the lead.
What a weapon that 3-point play is for Alford.
How about the 5-point play?
Yeah, 5-point. I'll tell you, maybe we're going to put a 5-point rule in next year.
Joubert is really on fire. He loves that baseline jumper.
He was such an electrifying scorer at Southwestern High School. Broke all the records down in Detroit, Michigan.
He has 10 points so far. Callaway, quick move to the hoop. Got it blocked by Hughes, but they'll call the foul on Hughes, and that will be his second.
I'll tell you who's the quiet performer on the floor. He comes in a game and something positive happens. Steve Alford. He did the same thing against Louisville. He became contagious with his hustle, his scrappiness. He's not going to score many points, but he lays those vicious screens that get people free as he's talking over to Coach Bob Knight.
And, of course, that's the kind of player that, that Bob can certainly use because of the way his offense is set up.
Well, he runs that passing game. There are many options out of the passing game, but the 3 basic include a lot of screening away from the ball.
You need to be a rather unselfish player to play in his system and play well.
Now, we were talking about Delray Brooks today. I was talking to Bob. I said he had a big night, 34, shot 8 out of 9 3-pointers.
Got a lane violation here,
violation.
And that will cost Indiana a point if someone was in there early.
And Bob was saying, getting back to Delray Brooks, he said in that system, running up and down the court, shooting the ball, playing pressure defense, he can be effective. He said he was not going to be effective in the Indiana system. He said, but I wish Delray all the luck in the world because he was one of the most beautiful kids I've had the opportunity to be around.
That's why a lot of kids seem to blossom in the pros because they're playing under systems that are maybe a little bit more suited to their talent. Bodies flying again all over the place. Last touch by Indiana, Michigan ball.
I really believe Indiana's defense is starting to take a little bit more effect right now.
And Bob Knight wants to know which Indiana player touched that last pass because I didn't see it either.
You can argue. Look at Isle really hustling defensively. I wouldn't want this guy to guard. Oh, look at that offensive play by Joubert. Joubert just ran Smart down and they missed the call.
It's a 1-point Indiana lead, Michigan with the basketball.
Yeah, Indiana's defense is starting to close off passing lanes. What a great move! What an unbelievable move. Something Indiana did not have in its arsenal last year. You can't teach that kind of quickness, Mike.
Keith Smart was on a drive and he just made a left. Joubert for 3.
Look at Isle. Look at Isle. Can't jump, can't get over a telephone book, but yet he comes in and gets good position.
Callaway. And Bill Frieder needs a timeout to stop this run.
You better get a TO, William.
And he's got it as Indiana is really cooking inside, and the Hoosiers have taken a 33-28 lead at Michigan.
I need you to find these people now.
Okay, boys, release the hounds.
Someone's been here.
Searching for someone at your car insurance company after dark? At Geico Direct, we're here 24 hours a day. In fact, one 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Busy morning? We've got you covered. Burger King has delicious new pancake minis. Light buttermilk silver dollar pancakes with rich syrup so you can dip them and eat them on the go. Just 99 cents for a limited time. Only at Burger King.
This weekend, Enterprise Rent-A-Car announces special low rates from just $9.99 a day. Friday till Monday from just $9.99 a day. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
1-800-RENT-A-CAR. Attention speed freaks. If you want to get the driver's seat for the best NASCAR races ever, then start your engines. Because every Sunday at 4, ESPN Classic is reinventing the wheel with 3 hours of smoking pedal-to-the-metal mayhem. See the greatest names in NASCAR history gun for victory lane. We're coming into your living room full throttle. So break out the Shasta. It's Classic NASCAR every Sunday at 4, only on ESPN Classic. Are you ready for life in the fast lane?
This is ESPN Classic.
Mike, we're going to see vintage right now, Bob Knight defense. We're going to watch the way they play the passing lanes. Watch Keith Smart now, number 23. Okay, he's going to step right into the passing lane. Joubert goes away from the ball. Now here he is, comes up in the passing lane, deflects it. Now watch this quickness. He's off to the races, Carl Lewis style. Change of direction. I'll tell you one thing. That was reminiscent of a guy that did it here in 1975-76 season by the name of Ricky Green.
There's the shooting percentage. You remember earlier, Indiana was down in the 30s. Now they're up to 62.
And a lot of that is due to a lot of steals and easy layups in transition. Or as Bob Knight would say, Vital, forget the term transition. It's conversion. He gave me a lecture today on conversion and transition.
It has been a different ball game since Gary Grant went out. Thompson just inside the three-point line. Michigan had a 5-point lead with 7:55 to go in the half, and they've been buried since Grant went out with his third foul.
What a screen Isle just laid on guard Thompson. If you can watch him away from the ball, how effective he is helping his teammates. Look at him, he's going to lay a screen.
Great pass from Callaway to Thomas.
They're so unselfish. The great team concept, look for one another. That's the only way you can play if you're going to play for the general.
And Thomas has 10. Here's a jumper out of the corner by Griffin. Won't go. Joubert. Good offensive rebound. His follow won't go, and Callaway has it.
Here comes Alford, one of my old Doug Fluties. Watch Isle set a screen. There he is going to get a screen. And then what a pass. They leave him alone, Mike. They don't think he's a weapon. One of the oldest plays in basketball.
Little pick and
screen and roll.
Pretty play, and Alford just dumped it right down there for the layup.
In the pros, no one ran that better than years ago. Oscar Robertson and Jack Twyman.
37-30. Indiana has hit 10, count them, 10 shots in a row.
Michigan's offense is absolutely rattled right now without Grant on the floor. Indiana's defense is dominating.
Well, you take 23.7 points out of that lineup. Joubert's really the only other guy who can give you the points. Alford missed one. Went down again after the shot, wanted the foul, didn't get it.
Thompson could definitely give them some scoring. You can't bring Grant in right now. Some people are probably wondering, not with the 3 fouls in the first half.
Thompson inside that three-point line again. And the loose ball rebound goes to Thomas, ahead to Alford. Joubert couldn't get it.
That's a no-no. No one rotated back. Guard Thompson does not rotate back in defensive balance, and they get the easy layup.
10 points for Alford. Indiana has scored 20 of the last 26 points and has a 39-30 lead with 3:26 to go in the half.
Not only that, Mike, what they've done is they've absolutely shut this crowd down. The crowd has been out of the game. It's been like Pavarotti in concert since the first 3 minutes when they were really into the game. Look at Isle. Look, 32. He'll come lay the screen. Now there's the screen for Alford. Now look, he goes to the ball. They try to trap Alford. What a great play. You know where they designed that? They designed that in practice, and they also get that off the videotapes.
They run it as well as anybody.
Now watch right here. No one rotates back. There's Thomas with the baseball pass. Throws it the length of the court. Alford gets the easiest layup he'll get all year.
Hope you'll stay with us for halftime. We'll have all the scores and highlights. Of course, John Saunders in the studio, and Dick Vitale speaks out. Hope you stick around to listen to this one because it's on the early signings that have gone on. And I think Dick makes a great point about the kids who are sometimes left out in the cold when the coach goes the other way.
Not only that, I read an interesting article by Bob Gibbons, who does an excellent job about the fact of a lot of kids signing early. We hear about presidents talking about bringing some academic sanity, as Detroit loves ESPN. Everybody loves ESPN. But so many of the players that signed early, Mike, did not qualify thus far for the requirements of Proposition 48. And I don't know if that's healthy or not. I don't think it is.
Bob Knight at the sideline. He has seen his team explode with Gary Grant out of the ball game, and that's what they've done with the front court tonight. Of course, you would have to figure Indiana would dominate.
Well, Michigan has their 2-1 against Michigan. Michigan doesn't have any front court scoring other than Glenn Rice. As we look at the field goal percentages right now, 64%, as you said earlier. They were shooting 38% in the first 10 minutes.
Joe Hillman, number 44, into the ball game for the first time for Indiana.
I wouldn't want Isle or Matt Brust of St. John's or Kid Mo that plays for Iowa to guard me. They just beat you up physically.
Thompson to Griffin inside to Hughes, who's been quiet lately. Griffin will fire from 17.
That's an excellent play. A little inside-outside action. The ball goes inside. The defense reacts to the ball, and you bring it back to the original passer for the open jump shot.
Good pass inside to Thomas. He has a dozen.
Excellent angle pass and getting the ball to him, but poor post play defensively. Not forcing him to the help side, allowing him to get the baseline.
Vaught into the ball game. Loy, a redshirt freshman out of Grand Rapids, number 35.
Michigan runs that passing game. Watch those. Throw the ball, screen, force shot, not a good shot.
Alford with a long rebound.
Alford doesn't possess good floor quickness, but always makes. Oh, he walked right there. They missed the walk-in violation. He changed pivot foot.
Michigan gets the ball back. It's a 3-on-3. Thompson over Hillman. Oh, what a shot. Hillman played great D on him.
Guard Thompson's the guy that's got to give them offense with Grant on the sideline. They have to get Thompson to score. He's capable. Had 22 against Ohio State.
He's got 9 right now, and it's down to a 7-point ball game with 2:04 to go. Mike Patrick and Dick Vitale, glad you could join us for our doubleheader tonight on ESPN. All for 3. Got it, and he went down again as Thompson banged into him. And Alford gets up and looks at the official saying, what's going on?
He said, hey, I'm an All-American. I'm a candidate for Player of the Year. I'm supposed to have respect.
He has 13 points.
He was shut out for the first about 10 or 11 minutes, Mike.
And in 3-pointers, he's just 3
Put
for
the 20 in a book. You don't want to listen to me. I told you that the Giants were going to blow out your Washington team.
Don't. That's a sore point. Let's not go back to that. Got a foul that time on Thomas.
Here comes my all-screener. Number 32 is going to make my all-screening team. Look at him give his body up, number 32. He says, Thompson, I'm going to go get you. And there goes the jumper. Didn't really get a piece of him, but just enough to throw him off.
Michigan, bad pass. Griffin right in the hands of Alford. He goes in against Thompson.
Oh,
what a move! Holy cow, what a move.
A little 360 spin to the inside. What a plus player. Tell me he's not going to make it somewhere in the NBA. He won't be a great player, but he will be a contributor. He can't hurt you, Mike. Not that kid. He's too fundamentally solid.
Here's another steal. He's certainly a great player in college.
He's my choice for Player of the Year honors. I really believe he's going to be the Player of the Year, the Naismith Award, the John Wooden Award. It'll be a 2-man race.
And he's tired right now.
It'll be Alford and David Robinson.
Hillman, who can shoot the ball but runs the club very well. Good passing. This is Isle. Oh, pretty pass inside by Isle, and we've got the bucket and a foul. Everything going Indiana's way.
Well, they're playing clinic basketball. That's clinic 101 and how to move the ball and go to the high percentage shot. They get excellent ball reversal. They swing the ball. Now they dump it down inside. There's Callaway with the great hang time. Puts a little education down at the inside on Griffin.
Number 2 on Griffin. Callaway now with 11 points. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play. This is Dave Miner coming in for the first time. Freshman out of Cincinnati. Most valuable player in the AAA state tournament. and the high school player of the year up there.
Indiana's been playing excellent spurt basketball thus far on the road. In fact, against Michigan State, they were down 12 early in the first half and ended up winning by 19. That meant my math, if it's any good, you had a 31-point turnaround.
Sounds good to me. 49-34. Indiana just starting to blow out Michigan on its home court. Whistle and a foul away from the ball, and it's going to be on Hillman. He was working on Jobert at the baseline, where Jobert loves to get it.
He tries to get down on the boxes inside with that wide body. He likes to spread. He's going to make my all-wide body team with Bam Bam Rainey and, of course, J.R. Reed at North Carolina. What a wide body when he gets on a post.
Of course, right now, Jobert is playing in the backcourt, so he's being guarded by a smaller player, and he can get down here and take advantage of it. Out of bounds to Indiana.
That's the third turnover on an inbounds from the baseline, and Indiana's probably only one of maybe, I don't know, 10 schools in America maybe that play man-to-man on an inbounds from the baseline.
Alford, who got about a 10-second rest, comes back in the ball game because there's 35 seconds to go in the half, and he might have a crack at the last shot.
They'd like to get a crack at the three-point play. His stats were awesome from three-point land, over 50, I believe, 6%.
That's right. 38 out of 70 coming into this game, and he's hit 3 out of 3 in this one.
Let us screen. There's Thomas laying a screen for Alford.
And Indiana working for the last shot. We're down to 17 seconds, as you can see the clock on your screen.
Watch Isle. Isle knows where Alford is. His job is just simply to lay his body to get Alford free. Isle's going to try to get a screen. Hillman always looks for it.
There's Isle. He's going to have to shoot it. Blocked. And we've got an offensive foul as Isle went to the bucket.
Hey, Steve Isle is supposed to look to lay that body. He said, you know, I'm tired of giving my body up for other guys. I want to get some of that score in.
Well, he was down to about 5 seconds, made the decision to go to the hoop.
He's been a great turnaround here in this half. When he came in the game, he started giving that body up, and Alford started to become effective.
Griffin will go to the free throw line. 71% free throw shooter on the season with 4 seconds left in the half.
Also, we cannot underestimate the losing.
Oh, Harlem Globetrotters.
You can't do that. That's a violation.
Yes, it is.
That is an absolute violation on Griffin.
I don't know what he did, if he forgot or what, but he gave it the pump fake. It looked like Meadowlark Lemon.
They changed that rule. Watch this now. Look at a little Meadowlark. Little Meadowlark.
Hey, so watch this. Oh, look at that. Everybody jumped in, so I'll shoot it.
That's a violation.
Holy cow.
Phil Frieda can't believe it. He's saying, hey, I've seen everything now.
Isle, 1 second, and he got it.
Why not? He's done everything else here in the first half. He's been unselfish. He's given them all the intangibles.
I'll tell you what, Michigan had a 10-point lead earlier in the half. Right now, Indiana is up by 17. What a turnaround for the 4th-ranked Indiana.
Paying bills has been difficult since my husband got hurt. Bill collectors called day and night. We thought of bankruptcy, but then a friend told us about Garden State.
Garden State is a nonprofit agency that works with your creditors to make an affordable payment plan for all your bills.
After speaking with our counselor, we saved thousands of dollars in interest. Thank you, Garden State.
Get your bills together and call now for your free consultation. We can help you get out of debt. Call 1-800-99-BILLS.
You can get this hair loss research update free by calling 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now.
I love my hair, and I can't believe how simple the process is. It's quick, it's easy, it's painless, there's no surgery. And what I love about it is I can do whatever I want every day. I can go swimming, I can play sports. It's very low maintenance. You won't believe it until you try it yourself.
You can get this hair loss research update free by calling 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now.
ESPN the magazine. Stuart Scott wants the fleece. Booyah! Stuart, only brand new subscribers get the free fleece.
Everyone wants our warm, roomy fleece pullover. It's free with your paid subscription to ESPN the magazine.
Maybe you want to take out another subscription.
Call now for ESPN the magazine. Get 26 issues, a year's worth for just $1 an issue. And your fleece pullover is free. 1-800-948-3737.
On the next Chat One-on-One, he reigned over the heavyweight division for 8 years. Larry Holmes, on learning from sparring partner Muhammad Ali.
I stole an awful lot
from one of the greatest fighters of all time.
His toughest opponent,
Kenny Norton. Even though the Mike Tyson stopped me, he was not as tough as Kenny Norton.
And defeating the greatest.
I said, I love you, and he says, if you love me, why you beat me up like that, Dan?
Holmes, Shap, one-on-one, Monday at 6:30, only on ESPN Classic.
This is ESPN Classic.
There's Judd Heathcote of Michigan State, who we had a chance to chat with a little bit before the game.
Mr. Intensity. He had all the one-liners. He was burying me with those one-liners, wasn't he, Mike? He was unfair to me. I like the guy. He's really a fierce competitor. Look at him relaxing on a night off. He has Michigan on Thursday.
He shook hands with me and said, you say hello and it's over, right?
But it's not been that way. I heard I've really shocked you, giving you so much airtime, they tell me. Is that true?
I'm just pleased to be here. 19:50 to go in the ball game, and we'll see what Michigan can do here in the second half. Follow shot by Darryl Thomas, who's had a big ball game.
That Clydesdale inside has been very effective. He really is attacking the boards. Good offensive rebounder, and that's one of the keys of Bob Knight's club in playing aggressive basketball.
Hughes with Grant back in there. This is Jobert. See if Grant can get untracked on offense. Jobert inside. Wouldn't fall for it. Good rebound to Isle, who starts the second half.
He earned the right to start. He was so effective also against Louisville, because I thought Louisville played a supreme first half against Indiana.
Hoosiers have scored the last 12. They had the last 10 points of the first half and 2 here.
They're really running their passing game now, getting a lot of ball movement. Look at him reversing the ball.
Good play by Isle. Gets to Smart for a three-pointer. Grant with a long rebound.
This is Grant at his best with the ball in his hands.
Jobert, he'll get the foul on the way up. Michigan has got to push it at every opportunity.
Grant had 35 against Ohio State. He's from the state of Ohio. They're really upset they lost Gary Grant. It came down to Kentucky and Michigan, as it did in the case of Terry Mills, who I saw here at halftime, the 6'10 wonder who they can't wait to get in a uniform next year.
There's a second foul on Callaway on that play, and Jobert will go to the line.
Is this place quiet, or is it quiet?
Well, you could hear just about anything drop, in fact.
I've always said it's one of the most blasé places in America for college basketball from the standpoint of being a big-time environment. I think a lot has to do with the theater chairback seats. It's got that theater setting. It doesn't have that typical hometown crowd that exists in a lot of arenas across America.
Right now, I think it has to do with being down 18.
Yeah, that doesn't help matters.
And there's a bad pass out of bounds. Smart over the head of Alford.
And Bob Knight gets off the bench. That is not his style play. He gives a little lecture. Coaches on every possession.
Tell you, an 18-point lead will send a lot of people for popcorn.
Well, don't leave early. I'm going to give you the 5 best motivators in America a little bit later in the telecast. The 5 guys that are great orators at halftime could flat out motivate.
Jobert gets to the baseline again. Won't go. Hughes, nice rebound, scores, and draws the foul.
He shows some potential. He's like a guy I would call Mr. Poe. He has some potential, but he disappears so much. There's Jobert right now taking a little baseline jumper. Comes up short, and here comes Hughes. Here's a guy that's got to contribute. He's got to be effective with a little jump hook inside, gets the conversion.
Second foul on Isle. 53-37, and they cut it to 15. Good start in the second half for the Wolverines.
Michigan with 2 Big Ten championships back-to-back, but remember, they lost their entire front court. Harpley, Richard Relford, and also Butch Wade.
And the crowd getting into it a little bit here. Alford trying to run around another screen, and Grant is right with him. Smart. And he is fouled by guard Thompson.
See, there was a big driving lane, Mike, because of Alford's presence on the floor. Grant couldn't give the kind of help that he would have liked to give it to shut off the drive by Smart.
Non-shooting foul. It's the first on Thompson. Callaway working on Jobert.
Look at Isle going to set the screen on Grant.
Smart, tough shot. Didn't get the roll. Good rebound by Rice. Averaging almost 10 a game off the boards. Big possession here. Hughes inside. That ball fell off his fingertips down to his palm. Smart 1-on-4, and he'll draw the foul. And they call it on Jobert for reaching in.
He gives them that extra dimension that they've lacked in the past in Indiana basketball. They were a little bit stationary, a slow team, but Smart gives them, watch this excellent rebound. That's a big-time rebounder right there by Callaway. Now look at his quickness. I mean, he's just going to blow by 4 guys and draw the foul. That's something Indiana lacked in their offensive setup.
And something they desperately need in the backcourt if you've got a standstill jump shooter like Alford.
I really pity everybody if they find Mr. Garrett and Mr. Garrett starts to play like he's capable of playing.
Alford running away from the hoop, turns and buries it.
Not going to create it and innovate it off the dribble move, but what a shooter. As we take a look at our end zone look, you can see the defense giving some help. They'll put a little pressure on the ball, but from the help side, they're almost zoning. See Isle inside? He's zoning. He's playing like an area. Now he's playing man-to-man on the ball.
Rice misses. Callaway fights for the rebound. Here's Alford. Alford with 17 points. That is the lead. And just threw up a prayer. Callaway keeps it alive, and we've got a jump.
Alford lost his balance there in shooting that shot, trying to draw contact.
Possession error gives the ball to Michigan.
Here's Alford now. Oh, there he is now. A little handoff for the little jumper. He bumps Grant, gets free for his little jumper on that little handoff move. The handoff move is what got him free for the shot.
And that's a tougher shot turning that way.
It's a very difficult shot. It's like a quarterback rolling out to his right, trying to throw to his left.
Right. Or left. Sure. I got confused there. Here's a foul inside. Rice pushing off. That's his second. Still the only player on the floor in foul trouble is Gary Grant, who had those 3 quick ones in the first half. Rice talking to one of the officials.
Next year, with the addition of Ramil Robinson and Terry Mills, they're going to get some firepower. This club's going to be exciting. In fact, the Big Ten's got so many great players coming in next year. Marcus Liberty and Nick Anderson at Illinois, Lyndon Jones and Jay Edwards with Indiana. I mean, it's going to be big-time basketball again in the Big Ten.
Is Marcus Liberty a great name or what?
Oh, he's a great player. He can match the name, Michael. Watch the movement away from the ball. Always moving without the ball, the other 4 players.
Going to be in the best shape of anybody. Tough shot by Thomas. Good rebound of Hughes.
I tell you, he's impressive at times. He really has impressed me with some of his ability.
Jobert against Callaway. He wants to shoot the ball, and the foul is going to be on Callaway. That's his 3rd. Jobert made up his mind in midcourt.
Indiana always working on the defensive end, always trying to give help. As we look at Frida with the towel around, he's a la John Thompson with the towel. He's like a lightweight, and Thompson's Muhammad Ali, and this guy is like Sugar Ray Leonard.
But he doesn't chew on it like Tark.
No, not like the Tark. He's an all-time wacko, chewing on it down there in Vegas.
Grant won't go. Almost kept alive by Vaught, and Indiana knocks it out of bounds.
This is...
Vital for Prez. I know we may have some trouble in this country, but that would be overkill under any circumstance.
Our country would be big trouble, believe me.
He hoops 12 months a year, right?
12 months a year. Put one in the White House.
Jobert. 13 points for Jobert, and the lead is down to 15. Michigan won't go away. At home in the last 4 years, they are 58-5. This one is not over yet.
A lot of poise right now. Indiana trying to get Alford free for his jump shot. Grant really stays. Grant really knows how to fight through screens as well.
Thomas double team down low. Crowd wants a 5-second count. Didn't get it. Alford, nice move to the hoop, but the shot won't fall for it.
He's not as effective. I've said it time and time again off the dribble move.
It's the 3rd drive he has missed tonight. Grant. He's been cold. Here's a push-off inside. Hughes with an obvious foul.
Oh, that was an excellent call. I think the officials are doing a solid job here. Tom Rucker, Eric Harmon.
3rd foul on Hughes. 15-14 to go in the game. It's a 15-point lead.
Gentlemen, a moment of silence in honor of Bob. Bob, a good friend, a good man, whose time had come. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
First, get a designated driver. Next, grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Excuse me, our car broke down. Can anyone give us a ride home?
Back later, guys.
Oh, thanks.
Bye, Bob.
You got it. You want to go?
The 2000 Mazda Miata.
You got it.
It's waiting. ESPN Classic. Are you old school?
So you're locked out of your car. Is that the Stanley Cup?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Flyers, Sabres, tomorrow at 7:30 on ESPN2.
This is ESPN Classic.
Mike, as I told you earlier, I'm going to give you my all Vince Lombardis, my masters of motivation, great orators. Bob Knight, Indiana, John Thompson, Georgetown, Rolly Massimino, Jimmy Valvano, and Dale Brown, the preacher down at Louisiana State. Gene Cady is getting ready to join that list, but he's got to get the visibility. The first four guys here have won national championships, and Dale Brown has twice went to the Final Four. I think once Cady takes Purdue to the Final Four, he will be right there with all the primetime coaches.
I'd like to see you and those five guys in the same room and see who talks the most.
I'd hold my own, you know that?
Callaway inside to Alford. Comes outside where he's a little bit more comfortable with it, and Grant is on him. Isle, who just looks to pass and screen, occasionally roll to the hoop.
When Alford lays a screen, Mike, you can see that he will lay a screen and bounce back out to try and get the ball.
Shot clock is down to 9 seconds. Lost out of bounds by Darryl Thomas.
Good defensive effort right there by Michigan. If they can come up with a three-point play right now. Watch Grant defensively. Now he's playing him on a perimeter. Now he fights over the screen, number 25. Now he beats him to a spot. He says, no, Alford, you're not going to post me. Alford says, I want to get number 4 on you, Gary. I want you out of here.
Hughes, Jobert wide open. Yes, sir.
Can't let him shoot the open jump shot. Good ball reversal. Right now, Indiana's got to be careful of playing one of their poor spurts. They've had great spurts early this year and some poor spurts.
They have been guilty of squandering leads. Right now, the margin is at 13. Alford into the lane. Callaway blocked. That block was by Loy Vaught. Grant, big hoop here. Fouled in this basketball count.
Great drive by Gary Grant. But as you mentioned, Indiana has blown some leads. They had a 17-point lead, Mike, against Ohio State earlier. As we watch here in their first Big Ten game, there's Joubert, gets the Grant. Now look at Grant with a slashing drive. He hangs, steps inside the defensive player, gets fouled.
3 fouls on Steve Isle, and Bob Knight looks on as the lead is disappearing.
He's got to be concerned. They had a 17-point lead against Ohio State, and fortunately, Ohio State took the lead on a great play by Curtis Wilson, but then Steve Alford took over. Here comes the crowd. The sixth man has arrived.
They're standing 13-609 on their feet. It's a 10-point game with 13:44 left. Here's the whistle, foul away from the ball. Kramer will pick up the personal. Jack Kramer, the freshman from Quincy, Illinois, is in there for guard Thompson. That is his second personal.
Kramer's from out of Quincy, as you mentioned, the same high school that produced Bruce Douglas, who starred at Illinois, especially his sophomore year, was brilliant, and then he and Ephraim Winters never became the players that I thought they would be.
There's Bobby Knight's career record.
Hall of Fame, absolutely, definitely.
Sideline violation. Uncharacteristic of Indiana, and they turn it over. Michigan can get the lead down to single figures. They're holding up a sign from the bench that says corner for the Michigan offense. And Hughes from 16.
How's that?
Yeah, it was
Maybe we should get one for safety.
too fast. Too moist.
Too barley-ish? Too bubbly? A little hostile.
Too filibus.
The cold filtered cool of Miller Genuine Draft.
That one?
Real close.
Never miss a genuine opportunity.
Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future.
Finally, a minivan to live by. Introducing the Mazda MPV.
In tennis, the advantage of the two-handed backhand is obviously power because you're using both hands. But it also is deceiving because in a split second, you can change the direction of the ball that you hit. Your opponent never knows if you're going to rifle it down the line or rip it cross court, and I like that.
Knowledge is the edge. At Invesco, it's the approach we use to make money for investors. Call your advisor or Invesco. You should know what Invesco knows.
Football Classics, Wednesdays at 9, only on ESPN Classic. Are you old school?
This is ESPN Classic.
This is the kind of crowd you have to have in a college environment.
Callaway outside the aisle. Smart under pressure. Got the bounce. Kramer all over it.
He got that with his legs, and Bob Knight certainly applauds his jump shot right there. The great legs. You shoot with the legs as well as you do with your wrist and follow through and your backspin.
Hughes left wide open again.
He'll
take it again. Now they got to come out on him now.
Yeah, he's forcing them to come out. The scouting report says ineffective, doesn't think offense, won't look for the shot. Hughes is right now saying, in your face.
He only averages 5.9 points a game. He has 11 tonight. Nice move by Thomas, spinning inside, and then somebody went down hard. That was Keith Smart.
Great move, Mike, but no defensive play at all on the post. Very ineffective post defense down inside on Thomas.
59-49 with 12-13 left from Ann Arbor. Jobert trying to create something. There's Hughes again, and now Callaway's out on top of him. Jobert walked. And coming back into the ball game, Glenn Rice for Bill Frieder. And Kramer will come out. So Jobert will go back to the backcourt.
Somehow Indiana's got to get Steve Alford more shots coming off those screens. There are stretches on the floor that he doesn't get free enough. As we look at Bob Knight and his staff.
12 minutes even left in the ball.
I think we're going to look for Alford for a jump shot.
Thomas, left-handed.
They can't check him inside. Nobody's beating him to the ball. No one's denying him, fighting him to the spot, allowing him to get the ball inside, and he's free to roam.
Yeah, he's getting it exactly where he wants it, and he has 18 points, hitting 9 of 10 from the floor. Lead is back to 12. Grant still virtually invisible on offense. He is fouled as Smart reached in. That's 3 on Smart, and fouls may now start to become a problem. Smart and Callaway and Isle all have 3 for Indiana.
Smart's doing a good job defensively. Got good foot quickness, good lateral quickness. One of the keys of playing good defense is the necessity to have some good foot speed and some lateral quickness.
Grant, who's an excellent free throw shooter, will go to the line. Trying to cut into that 12-point lead.
Came out of McKinley High School out in Canton, Ohio, the same school that produced a former Wolverine superstar who had the pleasure of coaching as he comes up short. Phil Hubbard, outstanding rebounder until he got hurt on a collegiate level. Played in our 1976 Olympic team.
Excellent rebounder. Margin is 12. Grant misses the first. He's 3 for 4 tonight. Now 3 for 5. Kept alive by Rice.
That's not typical of Indiana. No one blocks out. That's a fundamental breakdown, and that's the kind of basketball that frustrates the general.
7 for Rice, who averages 15.7. Callaway this time inside. Blocked and a foul. And the foul is going to be on Loy Vaught.
Michigan really has to work on their defensive post player. Watch him down inside. See, right now he gets great position, Callaway. He's got him on his hip. Rice has no defensive positioning at all. Bill Frieder's got to take his team on the court starting tomorrow and really work with them on how to play down on a post, how to deny, how to beat guys to the spot. It's easier said here than it's done, and I know Bill works on it, but again, he lacks that strength around the baseline.
Callaway will go to the line. He's 4 for 4 tonight. And coming into the game, shooting only 66% from the line. At every break in the action, Steve Alford goes over to talk to Bob Knight. Callaway misses this one.
Well, you're a little fatigued. Little fatigue has set in, and that really affects shooters, and I think it affected Grant. I think it's affecting Callaway.
I think you're right. And the fans in the background giving it all their worth. Second one is good. And the lead is 11 with 11:16 to go in the game. It's Indiana 62, Michigan 51.
If you're ready to lose weight, muscle up, and get back into shape, I've got a free video you're going to love.
Introducing a winning fitness strategy.
You got to eat healthy, drink plenty of water, and most importantly, strength train with Bowflex.
Strength training adds muscle. Not only does your shape look better, you actually increase your metabolism, so you end up burning more calories.
Strength training these days isn't just for men. It's great for women, too. And Bowflex is designed for both. It's even been called the best home gym by Fitness Magazine.
Use as little as 5 pounds to more than 400 pounds of resistance. Follow our 6-week fast fat loss program or create your own from over 60 different Health Club quality exercises.
Bowflex is easy to own, and it fits in any room in your house. It comes with a 6-week guarantee on results, and you can finance it with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Hey, I'm 41, and I'm in the best shape of my life. And I can tell you, Bowflex really does work.
For a free video and brochure on the machine that can help you get into great shape at any age, call right now.
What's it like to drive what the big boys drive? Call now for your free John Deere video. You'll see the full line of Deere lawn and garden tractors. The power, the attachments, the ruggedness for the long haul. Best of all, you'll find a John Deere sized for every lawn and every wallet. So, get it in gear. Call now for your free video and see why nothing runs like a Deere.
Excited for the new NFL season? Then check out a goldmine of NFL action on ESPN Classic. It's the NFL Films Treasure Chest. We're digging up 9 straight hours of NFL nirvana. From classic gridiron greats to battles in the trenches. No one ever took you closer to the game than NFL Films.
They're killing me, Whitey. They're killing me.
The NFL Films Treasure Chest, Saturday, April 22nd at 9, only on ESPN Classic.
Grab, grab, grab.
This is ESPN Classic.
Michigan's basketball down by 9. This is the first time they've had it in single figures, or rather, the first time they have a chance to get it to single figures in a while. Rice from long range. Isle with a nice rebound.
We haven't seen Dean Garrett. He's become an assistant coach sitting on the sideline. Steve Isle has moved him right to the sideline by just doing it. Steve doesn't possess anywhere near the talent that Garrett possesses.
They go inside again. Here's the block by Vaught. They'll call Vaught for the foul, and he thought he had all ball that time.
Can't play behind him, Mike. As soon as you play behind him, see, they're right now, they recognize Michigan can't play down on a post. They drop it to the inside, and as soon as you get it in there, you're going to draw a foul. Look at Callaway right now. He gets blasted by Vaught on his screen. I mean, he just blows him out. Schembechler would like that screen.
That's right. 63-51.
Speaking about Schembechler, there are all kinds of rumors that in a year when Don Canham steps aside that he'll be the new athletic director. I don't think he'd like that position. Hey, Don Canham to me has been the most creative, innovative marketing whiz as an administrator in college athletics.
Done an excellent job. Thomas is in with 20. Bo might go with athletic director and head coach.
Oh, that's the second time he's done that.
Smart ahead of the pack.
That's the second time he's done that. What he's doing there, Mike, he's allowing his player to go away from the ball, and then he's just stepping up into the passing lane to create the easy steal.
15-point lead for the Hoosiers.
And they do it with defense.
Jobert, three-pointer. Kept alive inside. Indiana's basketball loose, and Michigan will control. Grant, nice fake. Oh, pretty shot by Grant. He said, I was fouled, ref. Give me a break. 66-53. Grant only with 9 so far.
He had 35 against Ohio State Saturday.
They go inside again.
Oh, what a show he's putting down in the boxes.
Missed that shot, and Callaway will pick up a foul. That is number 4 on Rick Callaway. That's about the only thing Daryl Thomas has missed all night.
He's getting the ball down, as you said earlier, where he exactly wants to get it, and he's a driving kind of player. You got to force him away from his spot on the floor down inside.
Guard Thompson will come back in.
They'll make a substitution. They'll get Callaway out, and they bring in, I believe it's Hillman. Yeah, here comes Hillman.
Callaway has to sit down with a 4th personal also for Indiana. Isle has 3. Keith Smart has 3. For Michigan, Gary Grant, the only player in trouble. He had 3 in the first half, has not added to it.
Now we look with 9:47 left, a 13-point deficit. Indiana's got a 3-guard attack also. Hillman now gives him a 3rd guard as Callaway goes to the sideline.
Smart's jumper won't go. Alford.
Oh,
and that's a goaltending. Grant got it after it hit the glass and on the way down.
Hi, I'm old school pitcher Ferguson Jenkins, and this is ESPN Classic.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, he got it. Strike 3, boy, is that fast slider working today.
Now that's old school.
What influence did the NBA legends of yesterday have on the stars of today? Find out on Vintage NBA. Thursday, Kenny Anderson looks back at the career of the original King of New York, Bernard King. Vintage NBA, Thursday at 8 on ESPN Classic.
This is ESPN Classic.
Foul was on Smart. Excuse me, that is his 4th, not Thomas.
Well, with
so
Callaway,
2 Indiana players have 4.
Well, with Callaway on the sideline with 4, he's decided to play one guy with 4 and keep one out.
3-point play this time for Grant, and it's 68-56.
Oh, what an excellent way to break the press. Post the guy to the middle of the floor, and then throw what I call the zigzag pass to the opposite side.
Hillman calls for some help outside. He's guarded by Thompson.
Notice how Hillman will always look for Steve Alford. He's very aware of the number 1 option on the floor when he has the ball. Watch now, Alford will bounce out from the screen. Oh, he wants a post on Grant. He thinks he's a 6'10 player.
Maybe going for that 4th foul on Grant. This is Smart, little finger roll. He's fouled before he got into the lane. And the Michigan crowd does not care for that one.
Now we watch it right here. They get the foul down in the lane. They get the little grab.
Ooh, Thompson reaching in.
Little move inside. Did you see it?
Pretty. So Smart will go to the line. There's Bill Frieder. First trip to the line, he's a 77% free throw shooter.
He's an amazing story. We talked about it earlier. He went to Southern University when he got out of high school, and they told him he couldn't play college basketball. Then went to junior college for 2 years, really developed, and now has become a standout collegiate.
One of the things that was interesting, a point you made before the season start, the junior college players have to adjust to, is close games. Usually, if they're that talented, they don't have close games. Thompson, nice move.
Thompson with that good lane move inside. The other thing in junior college, you're not playing with the kind of quality that he's facing here in numbers. You have 2 or 3 good players, but you don't have these kind of people at every position.
Alford really pressured by Grant. They go inside to Thomas, trying to make his move. Alford faked the 3-pointer, now for 2. Won't go, he's got the rebound though. Baseline drive, got caught in the air, what a pass! Holy cow, what a pass by Alford.
He just looks like a Doug Flutie. I mean, he's got such quick hands. He's so alert on the floor. He knows where his teammates are at all the time. I love Steve Alford. I think he's absolutely one of the great college players.
I think he's what college basketball is supposed to be about.
Yeah, here's a kid as we look at him with no speed, no size, no strength, and all he does are all the little things. And if the Kyle Macy's of the world and John Paxson's can play in the NBA, Steve Alford will find a place in the NBA.
Thomas, double team, leaned into it, didn't get it. Nice rebound by Lloyd Vaught, who's played well off the bench. 2-on-1, good pass to Jobert, and Hillman had to let him go.
That's a typical way to break to score in transition, get the ball to the foul line, throw a good bounce pass with a 45-degree angle.
Jobert now with 17. We're down to 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Michigan hanging in there, still down by 13, though.
Indiana using some of the clock right now. Knight wants him to use some of that clock, but Grant
loose
steps
ball,
in.
Grant saved it. And he is fouled. Whoa. Boy, really fouled hard by Thomas on the drive, and that's when you get scared. And Thomas may be the one who's hurt.
Now look at Grant. He steps right up in the passing lane. Now it's off to the races. Here he is. Now Thomas is trying to get in front. Tries to get in front and then wants to tackle him. Almost an intentional foul.
Boy, that was.
Look close. Looked like an intentional right now. Looks like he's going to grab him right here.
Oh, Dick, you got to call that an intentional foul.
That's a two-shot intentional. Now,
two shots in the ball.
Well, it's two shots in the ball, Mike, if you're in the act of shooting it. It's not two shots in the ball if it's just an intentional.
He was in the air.
Yeah, he was in the act of shooting it. I agree. It should be two shots in the ball, but I don't believe they called it.
I don't think they did either.
But the rule, I want to clarify, because some coaches, there's been some misunderstanding. If a guy's ahead of the pack and he's grabbed, if he's in the process of shooting the ball, it's two shots plus the ball. If he's not shooting the ball, it's just two shots.
That's right. Grant hits the free throw. It's 73-61.
He's such a hard-nosed player. Loves the game of basketball. First guy in the arena tonight as he misses.
Rice with an offensive rebound, and he draws the foul on Thomas.
They're beating Indiana now off the foul lane and getting inside position, and Indiana's not blocking out, which is definitely not Bob Knight basketball. You watch it here. Just pure hustle on the inside. Now look at this. Steps right across. Thomas doesn't. It's not aggressive, and here he is. He comes with the foul.
So they go back to the free throw line with Rice, who's had a tough offensive night so far.
You see Ireland Thomas right there got beat on the inside. They had inside position. No way should that second guy step in for that rebound.
73-62.
So you watch number 24 now, Thomas. His job would be to box out the guy that's next to him on that lane.
And it's down to 10 with 7:03 left. We're at sold-out Chrysler Arena, a 10-point game between Indiana and Michigan.
Busy morning? We've got you covered. Burger King has delicious new pancake minis. Light buttermilk silver dollar pancakes with rich syrup so you can dip them and eat them on the go. Just 99 cents for a limited time. Only at Burger King.
Whoa! Lawn weeds, huh, Pete?
Yeah.
Try Ortho Weed Be Gone.
Weed be what?
Gone, as in out of here.
Like adios.
Weed Be Gone kills more weeds than other brands.
Really?
Even tough weeds others leave behind.
And it didn't hurt my lawn.
Ortho guarantees it. Lawn weeds? Leave it to Ortho. And only Ortho has Lock and Spray, so now applying Weed Be Gone is even easier.
Great moments in college sports make great memories and often inspire great achievement beyond the game. Come see it all at the Hall, the new NCAA Hall of Champions, a place to relive the action, savor the memories, discover what it means to be a true champion, and that might be the greatest moment sports has ever produced. The NCAA Hall of Champions, opening in downtown Indianapolis in March 2000.
Tomorrow night, ESPN Classic presents another action-packed real classic.
Holy cow!
It's Roogie's Bum, a cinematic thriller about a boy, his dog, and a dream.
You're gonna be a real Dodger.
See what evil fate awaits legendary Dodger Roy Campanella. Now with hair-raising special effects. It's real classics. It's Roogie's Bump. Tomorrow night at 9, only on ESPN Classic.
Right now, I got one of the all-time fight songs. I love that fight song, along with the Notre Dame fight song. They make my all-time fight songs. But take a look right now. Steve Alford's going to quiet the fight song right here. Number 12, an All-American. There he is. What court awareness. He's behind the baseline, and he dishes it off inside to Thomas for the layup.
It is 73-63 with 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go. You can see Indiana's cooled off a little bit. Michigan shooting just a little bit better than they were in the first half.
Rebounds right now. Michigan doing a better job rebounding in the second half, and that's always usually reflected by your effort in terms of the scoreboard. Hey, how tough is the Big Ten this year? I really believe that if DePaul, Nevada, Vegas, Clemson, they're undefeated, played in the Big Ten, they would be fighting. They're like, you take Vegas and DePaul, top 6 in the nation, they would be fighting to be number 4 in the Big Ten.
You could be right. I mean, with the talent in the league this year, gee whiz.
What a lead.
It is a 10-point lead for Indiana. Hillman had to pick up his dribble. Loose ball, knocked away. Knocked out of bounds by Indiana. And maybe an injury.
Thomas is really giving his body up. Everywhere we look, he's diving for loose balls. Look at Grant. Now look at Grant right now. He's going to come try to lock up on Steve Alford. There's a little backdoor cut. Good denial and hustle by Gary Grant.
And Thomas came up holding his wrist. Michigan with a chance to cut the lead to 8 points. Jobert talking with Grant in backcourt.
I really get pumped up for games like this, Mike.
Oh, these are great.
I don't know how you cannot get pumped up. Two great institutions.
Hey, and we got in free. Hughes. Contact underneath, but Isle gets another rebound.
Well, he's an excellent position rebounder. Doesn't possess the great jumping ability, but rebounds by getting good position.
Who said rebounding was desire? That's all.
Bill Lampier has proven that in the NBA. One of the top rebounders in all of basketball by getting good position.
Isle, and here's a steal by Grant.
What a defensive play by Gary Grant.
He wants to go all the way in. He's fouled. The foul is going to be on Hillman. You want to talk about rebounders just for desire. How about Wes Unseld?
You got one of the class acts of all time in Wes Unseld. Here comes Grant coming right at you. He turns on the afterburners, takes it up strong, and they got the foul. Tom Rucker and Eric Harmon.
Foul should have been on Isle. I don't know if it was called on him. He was the one who reached in. They were pointing at Hillman.
Well, I thought Hillman stepped over to try to take the charge. It might have been a little late. They got a block on Hillman.
But the whistle blew during regular action. The whistle blew before any contact underneath. The foul had to be on Isle. That would be his 4th.
This guy broke the hearts of the Kentucky Rooters. Kentucky thought they had Gary Grant. Leonard Hamilton, who was a second lieutenant at Kentucky, was really on his case. Now Leonard doing a good job at Oklahoma State.
73-65, Bob Knight says, I got 5:51 left. We're going to talk about this one. And we'll be back with the last 5:51 of this Big Ten thriller right after this.
If you're ready to lose weight, muscle up, and get back into shape, I've got a free video you're going to love.
Introducing a winning fitness strategy.
You got to eat healthy, drink plenty of water, and most importantly, strength train with Bowflex.
Strength training adds muscle. Not only does your shape look better, you actually increase your metabolism, so you end up burning more calories.
Strength training these days isn't just for men. It's great for women, too, and Bowflex is designed for both. It's even been called the best home gym by Fitness Magazine.
Use as little as 5 pounds to more than 400 pounds of resistance. Follow our 6-week fast fat loss program or create your own from over 60 different health club quality exercises.
Bowflex is easy to own, and it fits in any room in your house. It comes with a 6-week guarantee on results, and you can finance it with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Hey, I'm 41, and I'm in the best shape of my life. And I can tell you, Bowflex really does work.
For a free video and brochure on the machine that can help you get into great shape at any age, call right now.
ESPN the magazine. Stuart Scott wants the fleece. Booyah! Stuart, only brand new subscribers get the free fleece.
Everyone wants our warm, roomy fleece pullover. It's free with your paid subscription to ESPN the magazine.
Maybe you want to take out another subscription.
Call now for ESPN the magazine. Get 26 issues, a year's worth for just $1 an issue. And your fleece pullover is free. 1-800-948-3737.
If you want to see the greatest uncut fights of all time, you've got to watch ESPN Classic. Now experience boxing's most unique show, an exclusive look inside the ring with the champ, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray's Hit Parade. He'll take you through historic battles and give you the inside story behind every hook, jab, and knockout from fights that are totally uncut. Sugar Ray's Hit Parade. Tuesday at 9, only on ESPN Classic.
So close to the action, you got to duck.
Are you old school?
This is ESPN Classic.
Bob Knight doing a little lobbying with 5:51 left.
He really believes that the greatest team he ever coached was the 74-75 team when Scott May got injured. That was the year John Wooden closed out his career in great style, winning his last national championship. One of the, I think, the greatest record of the history of sports. John Wooden, what he achieved at UCLA.
Will never be matched by anybody anywhere in any sport. Alford got it. That's the first basket inside he scored tonight.
That was designed during a timeout. They set the play up. They get the high percentage shot. Again, typical of Bob Knight on the sideline, a master X and O man.
Alford has 21. Thomas is in with 22 tonight. Jobert with a power move inside. And Antoine Jobert cuts it back to 8.
He just takes that body. He gets people out of the way and posts up real strong.
Hillman guarded by Jobert. Almost thrown away, loose and stolen by Michigan. This is guard Thompson. It's a 4-on-3. Jobert against Hillman. He missed it, but got it back. Missed it again, and Isle right there for the big rebound.
Steve Isle's giving him big play. I look for him to get Ricky Callaway in the game shortly.
Boy, that was a big play there. It could have cut the lead to 6.
This place would have rocked. It would have rocked. Look at Isle trying to set a double screen. When in doubt, they got a...
Hillman down on the floor again. Another jump ball situation. Indiana will maintain possession, but Hillman has been dogged the last couple of times down court.
Hillman's really struggling on the floor right now. They're trying to get some quality minutes as they're saving Callaway for the stretch.
Indiana with some foul trouble, and now a one-on-one foul called against guard Thompson. That'll be his 3rd.
Remember, Thompson is a three-point shooter. He hit 6 in a row in one game here in Ann Arbor this year.
And now Bob Knight calling over his coach on the floor. Alford.
When it's all said and done, Bob's been very critical of many of the things of his players. He gets on Alford as much as he gets on any other player. But when it's all said and done, 5 years from now, you can be rest assured he will be singing his praises, as John Feinstein said in a book about Bob. He said, hey, when it's done, he will sing all the praises of Mr. Alford.
Keith Smart with a good offensive night, hits both free throws. And it's 77-67, back to that 10-point lead.
They might look for guard Thompson and try and let loose with a few three-pointers.
We're down to 4 minutes and 32 seconds. I think they want a couple of more inside shots before they go to that. Jobert, nice move. The bucket wouldn't fall for him, but he does draw the foul inside.
No one rotated over in typical Indiana fashion to take the charge. Joubert's going to drive the baseline. There he is, going to drive the baseline. No one really rotates over quick enough. There's Hillman coming over. Thomas should have been near, squared his body. There's Bob Knight again coaching with Smart. Every move, milking him along.
Hillman we have with 3 personals. Callaway is on the bench with 4. Smart has 4. Steve Isle has 4.
I think at the 3-minute mark, he'll get Callaway back on the floor.
Jobert's free throw is good. 77-68. Still plenty of time left. 4:22. That shot clock really changes things, doesn't it?
Oh, it definitely does. I mean, you talk about spreading the court and milking the clock and running it down. Usually Indiana would be unbeatable right now in this situation, but with the shot clock, definitely There's a shot for Michigan.
Jobert misses again. Thompson for three. And they're on their feet in Ann Arbor.
In our family, men lose their hair early. Thank you. By the time we hit 30, we don't have to invest much in combs. So I started using Rogaine when I was like 28 at the first sign of fallout. Before I looked like I needed it, because I knew I would. So here I am. I've been using Rogaine for about 2 years now, right at the source of the problem, and I don't see any difference. And that's the idea. You keep the hair you have. Look, I love my dad. I'm just not in a rush to look like him. Simple, safe, smart. Rogaine. It's stronger than heredity.
This is my final plea. I am a gecko, not to be confused with Geico, which could save you hundreds on car insurance. So stop calling me.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. At Geico Auto Insurance, we handle your claim quickly, so you don't have to bum a ride to work. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Busy morning? We've got you covered. Burger King has delicious new pancake minis. Light buttermilk silver dollar pancakes with rich syrup so you can dip them and eat them on the go. Just 99 cents for a limited time. Only at Burger King.
ESPN Classic. Are you old school?
Soccer fans, get ready for great MLS action. When you order MLS ESPN Shootout, you'll get up to 100 matches you can't see anywhere else. So bring the action home. Order now. Call your cable company, DirecTV, or Dish Network.
This is ESPN Classic.
Good call, Coach. 77-71.
They got to look for guard Thompson. He's got that kind of range. He's just not hungry enough.
He has 14 points. Isle against Hughes.
Oh,
Basket
he earned
counts
that one.
in the foul.
Oh, did he earn that one? Steve Isle with a big deuce, the biggest of the night.
What a power move, and Hughes really clobbered him, and somehow he still got it in.
I thought maybe he was using a free arm. Look at him right now with the free arm. I'll tell you, a little Hail Mary time, pure strength against strength. Here comes Callaway.
Hillman will come out. Callaway with 4 fouls. This would be a big three-pointer here.
Oh, if he comes up empty on that and Michigan gains possession after the three-pointer by guard Thompson, now Uncle Mo is on Michigan's side. That quieted momentum down.
Three-point play for Isle. The lead is back to 9 at 80-71, 3:57 and counting. Thompson, they're working him for that three-pointer. Oh, what a shot.
Why not earlier, guard Thompson? That was an NBA three-pointer. As I told you a little bit earlier, Mike, he's got to think three-point. He can shoot it. I watched him in practice.
80-74. Here goes Smart. Great pass to Isle. Oh, Lord. Steve Isle was clobbered by Hughes, and heavens, he went down hard. Oh, you hate to see that.
I'm not a doctor, I'll tell you that, Mike, so I'm not about to try to analyze the injury, but he really smashed that deck. Well, great to see him getting up. Great to see him get. Even the Michigan people are happy to see that.
They give him a nice hand.
Now there's the penetration by Smart. There comes Hughes. Hughes catches him. Ooh. Looks like his hand
right on the side of his face, shoulder. His hand and shoulder. Oh, you need to wear shoulder pads for that. And then Bob Knight, I think, wants a 2-shot, an intentional foul on this, which would give him 2 shots in a basketball.
I don't believe it was intentional. I think he was coming over to attack to try and block the shot. He made vicious contact, but he really was going after the ball more than he was going after the body.
Well, you'd have a tough time convincing Steve Isle of that right now.
I'll tell you one thing, Tom Rucker's a 15-year veteran in this league. He worked some of my games when I coached, and I've always been impressed with Tom Rucker and the poise he's had on the court.
Now, it's tough for somebody like Isle to go shoot free throws like this. Now, they've taken him out of the ball game, so they'll get Hillman into the ball game, and Hillman will shoot free throws for him. Of course, Hillman is an 85.7% free throw shooter.
Go to your bench, replace him. he gave him such a performance tonight.
Boy, didn't he ever.
I'll tell you, when he came in the game, he turned things around. They were down about 10 early in the game. Came in. This is tough to do. As Isles sitting on the sideline next to Joby Wright. This is tough to do. It's almost like a pinch hitter in baseball coming off. You're not warm.
He missed 1 out of 2. It's 81-74. Look out for guard Thompson and the three-pointer.
Alford's got to pressure and play some perimeter defense now. You know he's looking for it.
He's hit 2 in a row.
Yeah,
Jobert for 2. They keep it alive. Thompson dumps it off. Bad pass intercepted by Thomas. And now offensive foul called on Thomas.
The biggest news in motor oil since motor oil.
Let me show you something that really surprised me. Look what happened to the other leading motor oil after a 128-hour test designed to simulate severe driving conditions. But this is newly formulated Pennzoil with Pure Base after the same test. I'm no mechanic, but I know which one I'd rather put in my car. These, I don't even know what I'd do with these.
For protection so strong you can see the difference, get newly formulated Pennzoil with Pure Base.
Is it something you have or something you build? At American General Financial Group, 50,000 men and women helped 12 million Americans build a bigger future with retirement services, investments, life insurance, and consumer loans. At American General, the future starts today. American General Financial Group. Live the life you've imagined.
You know the music. One of the hottest bands in America, Santana. Now, for the first time on television, comes an incredible music collection, The Best of Santana. Santana's greatest hits, together on one amazing album. 77 minutes of smooth, soulful sounds that span Santana's entire career. Call now to experience the unmistakable sounds of Santana that have captivated music fans around the world. Order The Best of Santana now and receive a limited edition full-size frameable poster. Get The Best of Santana. Call now.
Call 1-800-754-0077 to order The Best of Santana. That's 1-800-754-0077. Call now.
Darryl Thomas can't believe the call. Number 24, look at him shaking his head. Now let's take a look. There he is right now. He swings the elbow. Oh, he definitely made contact with that free elbow. He definitely made contact. Mike, do you agree?
I still have a question about it, but I'll give you that one.
You're tough on the officials. I try to be good to those guys, except when I was coaching.
Rice. Thompson for 3. 3 in a row for guard Thompson.
Where have you been, guard Thompson? 3 in a row.
It's a 4-point game under 3 minutes.
And Bob Knight screaming at Ed Stites, the rules committee. Get rid of that 3-point play.
Thompson has 20 points. Here comes the Michigan defensive pressure. They take it away. Thompson wants the ball back. Jobert wants to shoot inside.
Gotta get a timeout, Bobby.
Roy Vaught makes it a 2-point game. And that's Vaught's first 2 points of the game.
And the 6th man is here as well.
The clock is on your screen.
They got to get some poise right now and find Steve Alford. There's the double screen for him.
He missed this one, kept alive. Here comes Thompson.
Uh-oh, sledgehammer!
It's tied at 81.
He's got to get a time. Who called a timeout?
What a comeback by Michigan.
What a finish, Mike. What a finish. No quitting the Wolverine.
Guard Thompson hit 3 straight three-pointers.
Most guys would have had a timeout by now. Bob refusing to call a timeout.
Foul on Michigan. That is Grant, and that is number 4 on Gary Grant. Now, this may be a battle of attrition before we're done.
Guard Thompson in a 3-point play brought Michigan back. Look at Thompson. He wants the ball. Give it to me. I feel it. I'm in a rhythm. I'm hot. Get it to me. There it is. Boom. Bam.
Tell you what, none of those 3 hit the rim at all.
He made my scouting report sound good, didn't he?
Yeah. Darryl Thomas, big night for him. Misses the free throw. Michigan can take the lead. And Grant now wants to set up the offense with 1:44 left to go. Jobert wants to shoot it. And he traveled. Antoine Jobert tried to do too much on that one.
He definitely lifted his pivot foot, Mike. As soon as you lift that pivot foot before you place the ball to the floor, that's a walk-in violation. And there's a point of emphasis on that this year.
Tell you, there are times you can see it in his eyes. He wants the ball and he wants to shoot, and he's going to do it no matter what. Indiana with the advantage now in a minute and a half.
Just like Ohio State, fell behind.
Callaway.
17-point lead.
Didn't get the roll. Thompson comes out with a basketball. Boy, has he had a great 5 minutes.
Well, he's been a star here down the stretch.
And I think he just told Jobert, hey, I'd like to have it this time.
Steve Alford trying to match up on him on a perimeter, knows he wants to shoot the ball.
Grant. Michigan lead.
I don't understand the lack of a timeout, Mike. I absolutely thought a timeout should have been called sooner.
There it is now with 1:01 left. Dick, I had to agree with you. The fans here in Michigan might have been a little blasé earlier, but they sure aren't anymore.
Well, they certainly came back, reflected by the score. Guard Thompson's three-point plays have really just put life into this team. And Gary Grant with the big basket. Very surprised about the lack of a timeout by Indiana earlier.
It's 83-81. Michigan over Indiana. 1:01 left.
The 260 horsepower CL Type S from Acura.
Hey, Annie Matthews. What's on your plate today?
Today's going to be great, but really busy. 10, maybe 15 cuts.
Lunch is here, Annie.
I'll probably grab a quick bite when I can.
Annie, your 2 o'clock's here.
And maybe get heartburn. I used to think Tums if I'd already eaten. Not anymore.
You can take Pepsid AC whenever you need it. Pepsid AC controls heartburn before, during, or even after you eat.
Of course I can take you.
No matter what's on your plate, today should be heartburn-free with Pepsid AC.
How about those Broncos?
Yeah, how about those Broncos? They did it too.
Right now, what I would do, naturally, I'm a big Steve Alford clutch player. They were up 17 on Ohio State, lost the lead, and came back to win it on a jump shot with Alford taking over late in the game. I would right now get one of their typical screens, maybe utilizing Thomas or Isle to get him free for that jump shot. Grant's really going to be all over him. Certainly plenty time left on the court. Minute and 1. He's got to get the ball into a player by the 5-second count.
They may also go inside to Thomas, who's had a big night with 22. Smart trying to create something. Alford tried to get it inside. Callaway missed the shot. Kept alive by Isle. Off of Michigan. No, foul on Michigan.
Steve Isle, very active inside, keeping the ball alive in that possession.
Foul was on Jobert. Isle's done the job, hasn't
Well,
he?
they refused to play Dean Garrett in the second half because of the effectiveness of Isle. Now, here comes Isle inside. Look at him right now. He's just bouncing, aggressive play. And they get a foul. Tom Rucker gets a foul along that baseline.
Jobert over the back. So Isle will go to the line on a 1-and-1.
He's a 62% free throw shooter. Mike, certainly not great numbers.
Got the first one, got the shooter's roll, and he'll have a chance to tie it with 45 seconds left, which means the shot clock is off, and Michigan, with the tie, could hold for the last shot.
He looks really very comfortable shooting it as well.
There he was. We're tied at 83. Now, what do you do as Indiana on defense?
On India right now, they got to play tough on a perimeter. They know Michigan lacks good inside play. You got to really try to look for Gary Grant. You got to really try to play him tough. Smart's all over him.
Grant on Smart. Guard Thompson is picked up by Alford.
Michigan in the driver's seat right now, certainly with possession of the ball in a tie game.
You can see the clock. We're down to 20 seconds.
They both have 2 timeouts. You got to remember that. Almost had a turnover in the baseline.
Grant almost lost it. Forced one up from the baseline, and they'll call a foul on Isle. And it looked like Grant created that one.
Is your printer out of ink again? Cartridges cost a bundle. Don't replace it, refill it with the Universal Inkjet Refill System. The simple way to refill your inkjet printer or fax cartridge for a fraction of the price. A new replacement cartridge could cost $50, but the Universal Inkjet System gives you the same results for as little as $5. Just fill the injector with ink from the bottle and insert it into the cartridge. That's all there is to it. Place the cartridge back in your fax or printer. The Universal Inkjet System works with any make, model, or brand, guaranteed for any inkjet printer or fax.
I have a home business, and it used to be such a hassle for me to run out and get a replacement cartridge. Now I have the Universal Refill Kit. It's so easy and inexpensive, and it's there when I need it.
Murphy's Law. You always run out of ink at the wrong time, and there's no way to tell when you're running low. Now I always have a refill handy.
Faxes, printers, all those cartridges. It's so confusing. Now I can refill all my cartridges with one kit.
Why spend $30 when you can get the same results for just $5? The savings are amazing.
Order your refill kit for only $19.95. It'll refill your cartridge up to 4 times. You'll get complete instructions for every cartridge and a toll-free number for technical assistance. Call in the next 10 minutes and get 50% more ink free. Enough ink to refill 6 cartridges, a $180 value for $19.95 when you do it yourself with our refill system. Also ask about our color inkjet refill kit. Our refill kits are guaranteed to work in your printer or fax machine or your money back. Order now.
To order the Universal Inkjet Refill System for only $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling, call 1-800-813-5522 or send a check or money order to Untel Direct. To Daniel Road East, Fairfield, New Jersey, 07004. So call 1-800-813-5522 and order today.
Grant at the line. With Grant in the game, the score is Michigan 73, Indiana 51. When he's been out of there, it's been unbelievable. It's the first.
Showed a lot of confidence going to that line as he did there.
Now this is a big shot. It will determine whether Indiana can play for a tie with a 2-pointer or have to go for 3. And he missed it. They can get any shot, will win. 6 seconds. Alford wants the shot, leans into it.
Oh, Steve Alford, is he clutch?
It's over.
Is he clutch? Look at Bobby Knight. He's doing a dance. Look at Bobby Knight. I believe
now
there's a second left.
They are saying there is 1 second left. The scoreboard shows 0.
Remember this, even if the scoreboard in college basketball, in the NBA, if it shows 0, a game is over. In college basketball, Mike, for the people out there, the horn has to go off on the side. There could be a fraction, a little less than 1 second left.
Now, you'll be able to see it on the replay because the clock is superimposed.
Oh, is he clutch? Is he clutch? There's my player of the year. There he goes, takes the ball, wants it at money time. Steve Alford. And look at this right now. There's the one.
All right, there's 1 second. There's the time.
See, the horn has got to go off. The horn on that sideline. In college basketball, you can show 3 zeros. That does not mean the game is over.
Now they get Bob Knight back out in the court. Now you can see it on the replay again. We'll see if the official acknowledges the timeout right under the basket.
Here's Rice trying to get the timeout. Rice trying to get the timeout. He's staring right at the official with one. Yeah, he's got the TO. He said, come on, ref. And there's the TO with the one.
Yep, the official called the timeout.
He called the timeout with 1
second left.
Oh, excellent work by our camera crew.
Great job.
Great job.
John Wildhack, our producer, for getting that back up for us. And you could see the official signal the timeout with 1 second left. Of course, all this means for Michigan is they're 90 feet away with 1 tick of the clock left.
Well, it's still hope. I mean, it's a
better
miracle.
than being in the locker room.
It's better right now than talking to the press and saying we had a moral victory with a game effort. You don't want moral victories on your own living room floor. But what about Steve Alford? Let's not forget the play he just made. Mike, I'll tell you what, I said early this year, guys laughed at me. In fact, I was quoted, I guess, in Rudy Martzke's column in USA Today. I said, Steve Alford preseason, my choice for the player of the year in college basketball. Just the fact of the pressure games that Indiana faces day in and day out and the way he performs down the stretch. David Robinson is brilliant. David Robinson is a superstar. But I don't believe Navy has to play the kind of games that Indiana's playing week in and week out.
No, that's not a bad choice, preseason or otherwise, for Steve Alford for Player of the Year.
I love David Robinson. I love the Admiral, and I think he's a super, super talent. But I just think Alford is, I don't know, he just represents to me what I love in an athlete.
Kramer is in the ball game for Michigan. He will be the trigger man. They will have to throw the ball the length of the court, and now we'll have another timeout as both coaches want to play their chess game and talk it over. With a second left, Indiana leading 85-84.
Some people you could always count on to be there for you. We were there when you fixed up your first car. And when you fixed up your first apartment. We were even there when you finally got fixed up yourself. So now that you're fixing more bottles than old cars, there's no one better to talk to about your changing life insurance needs than the State Farm agent you've always trusted to care for your car, your home, and you. State Farm is there for you because State Farm is there for life.
Busy morning? We've got you covered. Burger King has delicious new pancake minis. Light buttermilk silver dollar pancakes with rich syrup so you can dip them and eat them on the go. Just 99 cents for a limited time. Only at Burger King.
This weekend, Enterprise Rent-A-Car announces special low rates from just $9.99 a day. Friday till Monday from just $9.99 a day. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
1-800-RENT-A-CAR.
This is ESPN Classic.
What influence did the NBA legends of yesterday have on the stars of today? Find out on Vintage NBA. Thursday, Kenny Anderson looks back at the career of the original King of New York, Bernard King. Vintage NBA, Thursday at 8 on ESPN Classic.
Alford is simply a winner, and now he's running off the court with his teammates.
Look at the high step by Hillman. He's hugging him. He said, I love you, Steve. I love you.
He's protecting him. I'd protect him, too.
I'll tell you what.
Of course, they left the court because the clock had run down to 0, but they came back and determined the timeout had been called with 1 second left, and that's where we stand right now.
What I was impressed with was Bobby Knight's sprint to the locker room. What a dance he did. Now, watch this. Oh, they're not pressuring the ball coming in.
Kramer length to the floor.
It's over.
And they let it go out of bounds.
Didn't touch anyone, so Indiana gets the ball back.
There will still be 1 second left. But at least Indiana will be underneath the Michigan basket. So even if Michigan would intercept.
Yeah, you bring it back now. Indiana gets the ball. I don't know. There's no way they can get an L.
All they have to do is get the ball inbounds, touch somebody, and it's over. And it's over.
They get the trifecta. 3 road trip wins.
Indiana goes to 12-1, and the 4th-ranked Hoosiers are still undefeated in the Big Ten, 3-0. Their best start in the conference since 1976. Michigan loses a heartbreaker. They go to 9-6. Our final score again, Indiana 85, Michigan 84.
Here they are.